Small town of Moscow, Idaho on high alert. 565 students graduating from the University of Idaho today. One student noticeably absent. Kaylee Gonsalves did not cross the stage today. She and three of her classmates were stabbed to death in their apartment. Her family sharing she would have graduated early and had a full-time job waiting for her in Austin, Texas. She had planned to move to the city after a post-graduation trip through Europe. And meanwhile, tips are flooding in on the white Hyundai that authorities are still looking for. Plus, investigators considering filing criminal charges against online sleuths trying to crack the case. We are on the ground in Idaho. Nancy Liu joining us live from Moscow tonight. Nancy?
Natasha, with this quadruple murder scene right off campus, it is an abnormal commencement weekend for the university. A lot of people are back in town for the first time since the tragedy, and many tell me they are feeling uneasy with a brutal killer still out there. For the hundreds of new graduates of the University of Idaho, it is a milestone day. But at this session of commencement, the pomp and circumstance also includes a tragic remembrance.
It's been a tough few weeks for our community, and I want to acknowledge an enormous loss in our Vandal family recently. Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Maddie Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves were taken from us far too soon by a senseless act of violence. They were bright lights on our campus and cherished members of our community.
University President C. Scott Green then led a moment of silence, and some in the audience became emotional during a hymn by the school choir. Kaylee Gonsalves was supposed to be among those in caps and gowns today, including many fellow members of the Greek system.
I'm really glad that the president brought them up, especially Kaylee. She was supposed to be here, so just thinking about her and her family. She was supposed to be here with us, so I know that it makes... I didn't know her, but being in the Greek community, we all kind of knew each other, our names, but yeah, just very sad.
Because of commencement, a lot more people are in town for the first time since the murders.
We're going to have a lot of officers around. We're going to have a lot of Idaho State Police around. You'll see us both at the commencement as well as just around town providing safety.
The chief remains tight-lipped about the investigation, stressing again that it continues with more people being interviewed and nearly 100 local, state, and federal members of law enforcement involved. As the search for a killer goes on, a renewed sense of normalcy as Idaho celebrates its newest graduates. Now, in an interview with News Nation's Brian Enton, the Gonsalves family had revealed that Kaylee had plans to move to Austin, Texas after graduation, already had a job lined up. Natasha?
Yeah, those details absolutely heartbreaking, Nancy. And can you share with us as well the latest on the hunt for the white Hyundai?
Yeah, Moscow police had put out that public plea on Wednesday. They're searching for a 2011 to 2013 white Hyundai Elantra. Since then, thousands of tips have come in, so many calls and tips that they are now being diverted to an FBI center because they are better equipped to handle the volume of calls and tips and better able to follow through on all of them and investigate all of them. We've also learned that the Customs and Border Protection Department is also on the lookout at all ports of entry in the U.S.
All right, Nancy Liu live for us on the ground in